Happy Tuesday, third grade. Today we are on fact number 16. You've got our A side and our B side. So pause this video, do both sides. Just like yesterday, we're not going to correct them together today. So just get both sides done and then move on to your power up for today. Power up 10 today. We're on lesson 10. It's on page 55. Your page should look like this. Today we're learning about even and odd numbers. We're on power up K today. All right? Now what you need to do is you need to shade all the numbers that you say when we count by twos. So I already started them for you, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, keep going. 12, 14, all right? Keep that pattern going when you're done. Do your mental math and counting and your problem of the day. Once you've done it all by yourself first, go ahead, press play on this video, and we'll keep correcting it. If you're watching this now, you should have already done your power up. Let's go ahead and grade it together. 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. Now hold on a sec. Are you catching the pattern? These are all of our even numbers, right? They're all the numbers that we say when we count by 2. That'll make them our even numbers. Well, even numbers, as I'm going to teach you in a little bit in our lesson for today, always end in 2, 4, 6, 8, and 0. So every one of these numbers that ends with 2, you're going to end up shading. Everyone that ends with 4, you're going to end up shading. Same with the ones that end with 6, the ones that end with 8, and then the ones that end with 0. All right? Excellent. For our counting today, oops, almost forgot to put my name on there. Make sure you don't forget so that when Miss Bryant and I correct it, we can give you credit for a job well done on this assignment. For our counting today, we're counting by 4s, starting at 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. Excellent. Mental math. Number sense. Today says A says 28 plus 9. We've done this a lot. You should know where it is in our book by now, but if you don't, it's right here, A through F. It's in the middle of page 55, right? Page 55, that's why I put 55 right here. All right. 28 plus 9. Well, 28 plus 10 would be 38, so minus 1 would be 37. Now, you could also check that by saying 8 plus 9 is 17. 1 goes up, 7 comes down. 1 plus 2 is 3. B. 36 plus 19. 6 plus 9 is 15. 1 goes up, 5 comes down. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So we get 55. C said 43 plus 9. 3 plus 9 is 12. 1 goes up, 2 goes down. 1 plus 4 is 5, so you get 52. D, 25 plus 19. 5 plus 9 is 14, so 1 goes up, 4 comes down. 1 plus 1 is 2. Sorry, 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 1 more is 4, so we get 44. E and F. E says 56 plus 9. 6 plus 9 is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. F says 45 plus 19. 5 plus 9 is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. Plus 1 more is 6. So you get 64. Once again, no G, no H for today. Let's go on to our problem of the day. Choose an appropriate problem-solving strategy to solve this problem. In his backyard garden, Randall planted 3 rows of carrots. He planted 8 carrots in each row. Altogether, how many carrots did Randall plant? So, 3 rows. Each row has 8 in it. Let's go ahead and just draw a picture. So 3 rows, 8 in each. I'm just going to use little lines for my carrots. So 8 in the first row. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in the second row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 in the third row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, you've got a couple choices of how you're going to figure out how many total that is. You could just count them all up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So you get 24 carrots. Do not forget that label. Now, you got two other options. These options are a little bit faster. They're what I do. So I could either count by threes, right? Because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I count by threes, I get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. And I also arrive at 24. If you're really good at your eights, you could also count by 8. So you could go 8, 16, 24. Eventually, Mr. Saxon is going to teach us, too, that this is like multiplication. So if you did 3 times 8, 3 times 8 also equals 24, so you could have arrived at the answer that way as well. All right, we are done with our power-up. We are all ready to go on our math lesson. So flip it over. Keep watching our video. I'm going to get up to my board, and we'll learn about even and odd numbers today. Third grade, our new concept for today is odd and even numbers. Today you will learn how to identify and write odd and even numbers. Even numbers are, when we look at even and odd numbers, we're just going to look at the last digit. So even numbers are always going to end in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. So at the top of your sheet here, you should have those little blanks. And those blanks you should fill in 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. All right, so at the top, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Odd numbers are always going to end in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, so those go right here. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Excellent. So even numbers are always going to end in 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Odd numbers are always going to end in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Let's take a look at this number. Let's say we have this number 47. To determine if that number is even or odd, I'm going to look at the last digit. The last digit is the one in the ones place, so that would be the 7. 7, is that even or odd? Well, let's look. 7, 7, 7. Oh, right here. Odd. So that means the whole number is odd. You ready for a challenging one? Let's look at the number. 8,642,312. Huge number, right? To determine if it's even or odd, all we got to do is look at the last digit. So let's go. Last digit, last digit, last digit. Boom. 2. Is 2 even or odd? 2, 2, 2. Oh, right here. It's even. So that means this entire number is even. All right? We're not going to pay attention to any of these numbers. We're just paying attention to what is the last digit. The last digit is 2. 2 is even. So the entire number is even. Let's hop to some examples. You've got them right here in your boxes on the back of your sheet. Example 1 says, which of these numbers is an even number? To figure this out, let's go ahead and just look at that last digit. Last digit of this one is 3. Last digit of this one, 285, is 5. And this one, 456, is 6. Now, which one of those is an even number? 3, 5, or 6? 3. 3. Oh, odd. Can't be that one. 285. 5. Oh, 5. That one's odd. Can't be that one either. Let's look at the last one. 456. 6. Oh, there it is. Even, right? So 456 is our even number. Excellent. Let's look at 2. 2 says use the digits 2, 7, and 6 to write a 3-digit number greater than 500. Use each digit only once. So I've got to use numbers 2, 7, and 6. It has to be an odd number. So what digit does it have to end with? Can it end with 2? Nope, 2 is even. Can it end with 7? Yep, 7's odd. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Can it end with 6? Nope, 6 even. So it's got to be 7. All right. Now, how do we know where the 2 goes and where the 6 goes? If we look at the problem, it also says it has to be greater than 500. If I put my 2 here and my 6 here, is 267 greater than 500? Nope, it's smaller. So I need a digit bigger than 5 in my hundreds place. 6 is bigger than 5, so I can put 6 here and 2 here. Let's double check. 627. Is it odd? Yep, it ends in a 7. 7's an odd number. Is it bigger than 500? Yep, 600 is bigger than 500. All right, so we got 627. Let's look at example 3. Example 3 says we need to use the digits 0, 1, and 2 to make numbers that have 3 digits, and we need to put them in order from least to greatest, and we need to label them even or odd. So it's got to be a 1 first, because we can't use the 0. If the 0 was in the hundreds place, we just have 12 and 21, and those aren't 3-digit numbers. All right, so we got 102. Then let's switch those around, and we get 120. Then let's use our 2 first, so 201 and 210. Now let's go even or odd. 102 ends in a 2. 2 is even, so the whole number is even. 120 ends in a 0. 0 is even, so the whole number is even. 201 ends in a 1. 1 is odd, so the whole number is odd. 210, 0 is even, so the whole number is even. Excellent. That's all we need to do for that one. Finally, we've got another property of even numbers. If you have an even number, you can split it into 2 equal groups. Let's say I had a friend, and we were trying to share 4 pieces of candy. If we're going to share 4 pieces of candy, well, my friend can have 2, and I can have 2, and they're split evenly. Well, now let's say now we had 5 pieces of candy. I got 2, my friend's got 2, but that's only 4 pieces. To add a 5th, somebody's got to have 3 and somebody's got to have 2. If I take one from here and move it over here, well, now I got 3 and 2. Right? You can't make them even. So an even group can be split down the middle into 2 perfectly even groups. An odd number cannot be split down the middle into 2 equal groups. So let's say the same number of boys and girls were in the classroom. Which of the following numbers could be the total number of students in the classroom? Could it be 25? Well, is 25 even or odd? Ends in a 5. 5 is odd, so this number is odd. Well, if it's odd, there can't be 2 equal groups. So there couldn't be the same number of boys and girls. What about 26? 26. 6 is, even. So could that be split into 2 equal groups? Yeah, you bet, because the 6 is even, the whole number is even, and we could have 13 boys and 13 girls, and that would make sense. Let's double check 27, couldn't be it. 27 ends in a 7. 7 is odd, so the whole number is odd. Well, we know odd numbers can't be split into 2 equal groups, so it could not be 27. All right, that's all of our examples. Let's move on to our lesson practice. Our lesson practice is right here on the bottom of your page. For the first ones, I wrote your numbers here, and then you need to say if it's even or odd. So for A, B, C, and D, write if that number is even or odd. Look at the last digit. You get to work on that while I get those up on my board. Hopefully you got through the first 4 already. Let's look at the last digit to determine if these are even or odd. 563 ends in a 3. 3 is odd, so the whole number is odd. 328 ends in an 8. 8 is even, so the whole number is even. 99. 9 is odd, so the whole number is odd. 0. Well, 0 is an even number. Any number that ends in 0 is even, so even the number 0 is an even number. E says use the digits 3, 4, and 6 to write an even number greater than 500. So we're going to use 3, 4, and 6. If it's going to be greater than 500, what's the only digit that we could put in the hundreds place? Well, what's the only digit bigger than 5? 6. So we'd have to use 6. It's not a 6. Then the problem also told us that it needs to be an even number. Which is even, 3 or 4? 4. So 4's got to go last. And then which is our only digit left? 3. So the poor old 3 gets stuck in the middle in the tens place. And we end up with 634. F. How can you tell whether a number is even? What does it have to end in? Even numbers end in, say with me, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. And finally for G, G says write 3-digit numbers using 4, 0, and 5. List them in order and label them as even or odd. So we can't start with 0 because we can't have a 0 in the hundreds place and still have a 3-digit number. So we're going to have to start with 4. 4, and then our next smallest one, 0, 5, 4, 5, 0. Then let's start with our 5, 5, 0, 4, 5, 4, 0. Let's look at our last digit to determine if those are even or odd. 5 is odd, so the whole number is odd. 0 is even, so the whole number is even. 4 is even, so the whole number is even. And 0 is even, so the whole number is even. Excellent. That should be fully completed now. That's an awesome way to boost your math grade. When you are done, please tuck this away in your Tuesday folder. Then we're going to get going on some problems together. First things first, make sure your name is on your paper. We're going to start right off with number 1. Number 1 says, use digits to write each number. The number says 542. So 542. That's it. Piece of cake. On to number 4. Number 4 says use words to write each number. The number we have to write is 903. So with words that would look like this. 903. Write the same thing in both places. Moving on to number 6. Which 3-digit odd number greater than 600 has the digits of 4, 6, and 7? So the number has to be odd. So which digit do we need at the end? We need a 7 at the end because that's the only odd number. All right, now it's got to be bigger than 600. So we need the 6 to go in the hundreds place so that we can put the 4 there and make it so that 647 is bigger than 600. Make sure you write it in the answer at the side. Pause it there if you're not done with all of those because I'm flipping over to the back. Number 19 says, write the rule and the next 3 numbers of this counting sequence. So we have 18, 21, 24, and then I've got 3 more. What am I going up by? Well, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm going up by 3. So plus 3. So what's 24 plus 3? Would be 27, plus 3 more would be 30, plus 3 more would be 33. So 27, 30, 33. Our rule is plus 3. And finally, let's go over 27. Quick note, I crossed out 30 here but forgot to in the box, so make sure you just cross that out in the big box so you know you don't have to do that one. 27 says list in order from least to greatest all 3-digit numbers you can write using the digits 8, 3, and 0. The digit 0 may not be used in the hundreds place. So since we can't start with 0, we got to start with 3. So we're going to go 3, 0, 8 because 0 is smaller than 8. Switch the last two, 3, 8, 0. Then we'll start with the 8. 8, 0, 3, and then 8, 3, 0. I bet we can fit all those in this box. So we're going to go 308, 380, 803, and 830. Excellent. Good luck on the rest of your problems. If you got any questions, make sure you ask me during our Zoom call.